Hello बच्चों, welcome once again. So very good morning once again. So now this is the third video of today. I'm going to upload about the P block elements. As you can see, we are discussing today in the morning about the P block element. In the beginning I have discussed about different groups of, that is group number 15, 16, 17 and 18, and now today we are discussing group 16 elements, that is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium. In the first video I have discussed about the anomalous behavior, different electronic configuration, why they are called P block elements, what are the important properties of oxygen, why it does not form p pi d pi bonds, what are the different melting point and boiling point. So all these I have already discussed in the first two videos. In case you guys have not seen my first two videos, do go and first watch those videos because those are the important topics, and this is the third one which I am going to upload right now. Here I am going to discuss about few more important properties of this group elements, that is oxygen, sulfur. So let's start with the video. All right, so here it is. Now I'm going to read this video, going to read the topics that I have covered up for this video. So first one is the reactivity towards the oxygen. Element of this group form dioxide and trioxide of EO2 and EO3 types. On moving down the group, acidic character decreases in same oxidation state. So sulfur dioxide and selenium oxide are acidic, whereas tellurium oxide and polonium oxide are amphoteric. Okay, again very important one. Since the stability of +6 decreases down the group from sulfur to tellurium, hence reducing character of dioxide decreases while their oxidizing character increases. Okay, so what happened, there is a stability of +6 decreases down the group. What happened, because this +6 oxidation state, the stability get decreases, hence the reducing character of the dioxide decreases, okay, while their oxidizing character get increases. All right, so now moving on to the acidic character. The acidic characters of the oxides of a particular element increases, okay, while we moving down the group. What happened, acidic characters of the oxides of a particular element increases with the increase in the oxidation state. Very important point, when the oxidation state of an element get increased, automatically its acidic character also get increased. So here I have given an example of SO2 and SO3, because the acidic character get increased while your oxidation get increased, oxidation state get increased. Here I have given an example of SO2 and SO3. SO2 is less acidic than SO3. Okay, here you can see, if we talk about the oxidation state of sulfur, oxidation state is +4, however here the oxidation state is +6. So as the oxidation state increases, acidic character increases. So SO3 is more acidic because the oxidation state of sulfur is +6 here. However, the oxidation state of sulfur in SO2 is +4. Okay, so this is the reason behind it. Now moving on to the reactivity towards halogen. As we all know that these group elements 16, they get reacted with the halogens and they form halides. Different halides of group 16 of the type like EX2, EX4. Here E, don't get confused, E represent the element of group 16. Okay, so they form different halides. The stability of the halide decreases in the order. So this is the decreasing order of the stability of the halides: fluoro, chlorfluoridine, chloridine, bromidine and iodidine. Okay, among hexahalide, hexafluoride are only stable halides which are gaseous and have sp3d2 hybridization. And octahedral structure, relative stability decreases in the order. So this is the decreasing order of the relative stability. Moving on to like hexafluorosulfur, then selenium hexafluoride, tellurium hexafluoride. Okay, so sulfur hexafluoride is thermally stable and chemically inert. Its inertness is due to the fact that all the 6 fluorine atoms strictly protect the sulfur atom from attack by the reagent to such an extent that even thermodynamically most favorable reaction like hydrolysis do not occur. Okay, so in this hydrolysis also do not occur because it is thermally very stable compound. Here you can see it is a octahedral geometry. This is the structure for SF6, and here I have shown the seesaw structure of SF4. This is the lone pair of electron. Okay, now moving on to the next one, that is dioxygen. Here I have given the preparation method of the oxygen gas. Very important again, just write down all the topics which I am going to discuss right now. Make a note of this or you can take a snapshot. Okay, so now discuss about dioxin, that is O2. It exists as a diatomic gas and it is called dioxygen, that is O2. Now the preparation, let's discuss about the preparation part. The first is the decomposition of oxygen rich compound like chlorates, nitrates and permanganate. Here you can see potassium permanganate, we know when it gets heated get decomposed into K2MnO4, MnO2 and oxygen gas get liberated. This is one of the very important preparation method of oxygen gas. Similarly, nitrates get heated and get decomposed, resulted in the formation of oxygen gas. Similarly, chlorates also get heated, results in the formation of oxygen gas. Okay. Now the thermal decomposition of oxides of metal in low electrochemical series and higher oxides of metal. Here I have given a few metal oxides like silver oxide, mercuric oxide, lead oxides. Okay. These results in the formation of metal oxide of like PbO2 gets converted into lead oxide, PbO, and oxygen gas get liberated. Similarly, silver, you can see here we obtain the silver metal along with the liberation of oxygen gas. So these are one of the few important preparation method I am discussing here. You guys can take a snapshot also. Now the moving on to the next one, by the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. We all know hydrogen peroxide, that is H2O2. When it get decomposed, it resulted in the formation of water molecule and oxygen gas get liberated. And this reaction actually happens in the presence of finely divided, that is the powdered form manganese oxide. Okay. So this is it acts as a catalyst. Here the role of catalyst is very crucial. So hydrogen peroxide, it gets break down into water and oxygen molecule. Now moving on to the properties part. It is a colorless oxygen, as we all know, it is present in the environment but we cannot see. So it is a colorless, odorless gas which liquefy at 90 Kelvin and freezes at 55 Kelvin. Okay, one of the very important properties of oxygen gas. Moving on to the next one, that is the molecular oxygen. O2 is paramagnetic. In the first video I already discussed, due to the presence of two unpaired electrons. So in the first video, if you can see, I have already discussed this property. Because of the presence of unpaired electron, O2 is a paramagnetic. Alright. Now moving on to the isotopes. Oxygen has 3 isotopes, that is 16, 17 and 18. These are the molecular mass. Okay. And atomic number is 8. Now moving on to the some of the reactions of dioxygen with metals, non-metals and other compounds. So these are very, very important reactions. The chemical properties of oxygen, like different metals I have discussed about here: calcium, aluminium, phosphorus, zinc sulfide and methane. So they get oxidized. Here you can see methane, it reacts with oxygen, results in the formation of carbon dioxide and water, and lot of energy get liberated. So this is a exothermic reaction. Next one is the zinc sulfide. It gets reacted, result in the formation of metal oxide, and sulfur dioxide gets liberated. Similarly, when we talk about non-metal, that is phosphorus white, it gets reacted with oxygen and it results in the formation of P4O10. Likewise, here I have discussed two more metals, that is calcium, it forms calcium oxide, and aluminium, it gets reacted, results in the formation of aluminium oxide. So this is all about group 16 element. Today I have discussed so many very important topics, beginning with the group 16, their electronic configuration, electronic properties, different chemical properties, physical properties. Then I have discussed here preparation method of dioxygen. Okay. So बच्चों, ये 3 वीडियो you have to see all the 3 videos, very important topic. Now from tomorrow onwards I am going to upload few more videos. Similarly, most probably I will try to get it complete P block element in next 7 to 8 days. And do share, like and subscribe my channel. In case if you have any doubts anytime, you guys can write down on my channel. And I hope you like these videos. Thank you so much for support and love. Okay, thank you so much.